A great slam and then some. Here goes.
Now, this is one of the stages where we have the physical 3D set piece in the background. It's about a 3-foot tall model made out of foam and painted. When you take, I think there's 180 pictures of that, like around. The camera's never perfect, so it has a bit of a wobble, which gives it that old school feel. And then there was a little bit of post-production just on the levels to make sure it matched the paintings in the background.
You can see the rock at the very bottom, but there's like quite a bit more. It just didn't end up matching in the end, or had a way to put the whole thing in, but
I think this is a boss where you knew kind of this whole thing from the get-go.
we knew the distinct patterns and sort of like the feel and that it was going to be a dragon. I wanted something that involved moving platforms as like a complete different feel from other bosses that you would normally play. And then for me, the classic memory is the Mega Man 2 dragon of the initial chase. So there's no design in the dragon specifically to look like it, but we're like, then wouldn't that work for us, is clouds and a dragon. So that was a starting point. We weren't sure exactly what we wanted to do for the second phase, where the fire guys run along the bottom and jump. And there was this thought, but it never made sense, that we were like, what if he somehow can become a music dragon? And we're like, I don't know, turn part tambourine, something, and like musical notes would run along the bottom.
Yep.
And then we just decided to scrap it and stick with a more classical theme. But I know the initial feeling was, most people were like, this is the hardest boss. It's more of like a solvable, and I'm not gonna call it a puzzle because you still have to play it. But when you realize like less movement on the second form and then less shooting on the third form, it's not as bad as it seems.
This boss was also something just to test our art, push the art further. We studied the Old Mill, the Disney Old Mill short, to like see how they approached rain and storms, and just the whole idea of the weather change was like, we always give ourselves mini challenges throughout the game, and that's why we do stuff like water in the harbor stage, or crazy splashes on the mermaid stage. We just gave ourselves like mini challenges to work with.
That's what I was searching for. I was like, there's a black and white Mickey Mouse one that's not. It's not the ghost one or the Mad Doctor, unless it is. But it starts
I think it's a Mad Doctor.
Is it the Mad Doctor that starts outside and like blows his umbrella away? And then we really liked the look of like how they animated the rain, and it was their lightning effect, which is like just simply flashing away. But it looked so good in that cartoon that we're like, what boss would work well with rain, and how can we throw in a thunderstorm? And then we're like, I know it'll be easy, just make the final form change everything in the background.